When learning a different language, we have different codes of speaking. Sometimes we are in formal settings, such as the news. Sometimes we are in more informal settings. Often, when watching the news, the journalist can use some phrases that throw us off from understanding the complete context. So, let's prepare ourselves to analyse some language, the passive voice and reported speech. And welcome to Dynamic News at 6. Today's top headlines. Chaos breaks out in bunny rabbit rescue homes as thousands of rabbits break free to see Bad Bunny in Estadio Nacional tonight. Food world record broken by British woman in Chile. Security tightens as the new King of England, King Charles, has his identity information stolen. King Charles has been taken to a safe house in light of recent advances having his identity information stolen. It is led to believe his identity was stolen by a King Charles Spaniel dog. Further evidence suggests the dog was not operating alone. Police are currently holding in question the late Queen's corgis, Sandy, after suspicions were aroused when some of the Queen's jewels were stolen. Images were later leaked of Sandy occupying the Queen's jewels. The palace security has since released a statement. We are determined to resolve this cruel and twisted act. For now, the king and his jewels have been taken into hiding. We ask for the public to respect the king's privacy in these difficult times. Such events has come as a shock to the royal family, as Charles has always been described as a dog lover. One particular device used in this story is the passive voice. Let's look at these two sentences. It is believed that the identity theft has been committed by a King Charles Spaniel dog. Or, a King Charles Spaniel dog is believed to have committed the identity theft. Which do you think is the active and which do you think is the passive voice? This is the passive voice. Why? It helps journalists to avoid accusations and to remain impartial. If I use the active voice and say the King Charles Spaniel dog is believed to have committed the crime, it puts focus on the dog as the criminal, when in reality, I'm the journalist. I have no idea who truly committed the crime. Now, in other news, a young woman has broken the world record here in Chile for eating the most amount of sopapillas in 1 hour. Here's our correspondent to tell us more. Hello, Barbara. We're live here from Resto Bar 121, where we are joined by an incredible young woman, Emily. She has managed to eat a whopping 852 sopapillas. Emily, tell us more. Tell us your journey. How did you get here?
I am absolutely ecstatic. I wasn't expecting this. I went to the Resto Bar for a couple of fan chops. And the bartender challenged me to see how many sopapillas I could eat in 1 hour. Turns out 852. But now I've got a bit of a stomach ache and a big bill to pay, but a memory that will last a lifetime.
Thanks, Emily. That's all we've got time for. Now, onto the real news of today. Let's turn our attention to some journalistic devices. What did this news story about the sopapillas portray? Sensationalism. Sensationalism is the use of overdramatic or shocking stories in order to capture the audience's attention. However, in reality, the story might not be as exciting as it really seems. Now, let's talk about some news lingo. I am the anchor or the news reader. The correspondents and I are the journalists, and we are transmitting a broadcast. A broadcast can be a transmission of radio or television. Another device we use is reported speech. We use reported speech when we need to tell the story of someone else. We can use this in informal settings, such as the news. The reporting clause usually takes the form of say, tell, ask. But we usually use this in the past simple. We use it in the past simple because the sentence has already been said in the past. We can also use reported speech in informal settings, such as when we're having a gossip with the friends. So, he said this, she said this, and then I said this. You get the idea. So, when transferring from direct speech to reported speech, we change the tenses like this. So, the present simple, she always wears a coat, becomes the past simple. He said that she always wore a coat. In the present continuous, I'm looking for my keys. In the past continuous, she said that she was looking for her keys. Present perfect, she has written 3 letters for her friend, becomes the past perfect. He said that she had written 3 letters for her friend. Past simple, my friend will give me a bar of chocolate. Past perfect, he said that his friends had given him a bar of chocolate. Will, I will finish my report in 2 days, becomes would. He said that he would finish his report in 2 days. And there we have it, folks. Some journalistic phrases for you guys to learn. The passive voice and reported speech. See you next time. Oh, and one more thing. Watch out for fake news, kids.